Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a movie room update. It's been a long time, obviously, since I posted the first one, so just wanted to give a little update on kind of the room situation. Not a lot has really changed. Some things have, but we'll just get through real quick. I'll point out the things that have changed and kind of just let you know a little bit what stayed the same as well. So, and before I start, this is my actual dog. I know last time I said about my dog and he wasn't actually in the video, so there were some funny comments about if I was insane. I honestly I found him hilarious, but I do have an actual dog, so he decided to join us this time. But like I said, most of the rooms stay the same kind of furniture. At the time of this filming, it's in September, so we're getting into the Halloween season. So my wife put out some decorations, but this is all the same. Furniture's the same. Still have the 77-inch C1 OLED TV. Currently, Godzilla Minus One is playing. I love that movie. I have it muted, of course, but it is playing. Same furniture. Like I said, the stand I got from Wayfair along with the end table. SONOS Arc. Eventually going to get the Ultra, but the Arc is perfectly fine right now. Still works great. I moved the plant over to that side, added some pumpkins. Like I said, that's temporary decoration because we did get the Nintendo Switch 2, which I have right there. I don't think that was in the last video, so we did add that, which is nice. Same subwoofer, sub-gen 4, same lamp. It looks kind of pink in the video, but it's more like a warm white right now. I think it's just how the light's hitting it in the video. Still have those acoustic panels. Again, I'm not sure if this was in it last time, but I did hang up the McFarlane animated series Batmobile, which is pretty sweet. I put it on this little shelf, and it just sits here with its little plaque. It lights up and everything. The cockpit opens. I wonder if I can get it open here. Yeah, cockpit opens. I can't. It's hard to do with one hand. I don't really want to put the phone down, so added that up there. We still have the shelf up here for horror collectibles, kind of the Freddy section, Mikey, Leatherface, and then Scream. These are me and my wife's 4 favorites. I have not gotten any type of window treatment yet on these windows. Again, one day I will. It just hasn't happened yet. I finally finished hiding the wire here for the speaker. I think it came out pretty good. It looks pretty clean. The walls still need painted in here or repainted in here. As you'll see on the back wall, there's some holes that I patched, so they will need repainted. But I did finish hiding the wiring. Then we have over here, the popcorn machine is no longer. This is just temporary. This is a little like room air purifier, which is nice. Like I said, you can see a bunch of holes that need kind of patched, or they were patched, and now I just need to paint. I still have the acoustic panels here. Really what's kind of changed has just been this corner has been updated, as you can see. Not a lot, but it's been updated some. Obviously, all the wires are still hidden. We have the movie poster, digital movie poster. It has like I want to say, actually probably about 3,500 posters on there that cycles through. We added this LED, like it's supposed to be, it's LED, obviously it's supposed to look like neon. Movie light sign, which is pretty sweet. I found this at the store. It's obviously a take on Abbey Road from the Beatles. It's Abbey Road, which is pretty cool with Leatherface, Mikey, Freddy, and Jason. This is just an artwork that I found on Etsy. I thought was pretty cool. So I got that. I'm not sure who the artist is, so sorry I can't give you credit. But certainly, really great piece of art. It's hung up on the wall. And then down here, just some little collectibles. I'm starting to build out this area with some more collectibles. We have a bunch of movies right here. Most of them are 4K, some Blu-rays in there as well. But we have our Trick or Treat Studios 1978 H1 mask. I think it's a pretty good mask. I know a lot of people do a repaint on it. It definitely could use a repaint, but I think I got a pretty good one. I know sometimes there's some variance with which one that people will get. But I got, I think, a good one with both hair and with the mask, so I didn't want to mess with it. And I just have some, the company's Handmade by Robots, it's called. They're just some, like, knit figures. They're not actually knit, they're plastic, but they're meant to look like they were knitted, of Michael Myers and Leatherface. Then I have the Trick or Treat Studios 1/6 scale Michael, standing here. Pretty cool. He has, a little stand, like I said. I think it's a good figure. Then this knife, I actually hand painted. I'm into painting as kind of a hobby. It's not obviously like professional level work, but this was just a black plastic like Halloween knife, and I painted it to make it look like wood with the gold handles and some blood, and just try to make it look like it was worn. It's supposed to be after H1, of course. I think last time I had this as well. I'm not sure though. This is the Noisy Cricket from Men in Black. I 3D printed and hand painted that as well. So pretty cool little piece. As you can see here, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I decided to throw it on there. If you see that flashing, I'm not really sure what that is, to be honest. It's like something from the TV, but I don't know why it's flashing. Then over here we have a sealed VHS of Men in Black. This is a first print of it as well, which is pretty cool. So, you know, it's not necessarily valuable or anything, but I found a first print VHS of it, like I said, still sealed. So I decided to pick that up, which I thought was pretty sweet. And like I said, just some of my movies down here. I don't have a huge movie collection. I'm working on building it. But I do have a decent amount of my favorites. Some of them are still sealed. Haven't got to yet. Couple Criterions in there. Nothing crazy, and nothing particularly out of the ordinary, but just some of my favorite movies. But yeah, that is, I guess, kind of the updates right there. Speaking of Criterion, there's a popular release from them. That is kind of my updates. Like I said, nothing crazy, nothing particularly different, but starting to make it more. Eventually, I'd like to fill up this whole area with stuff if I can, and that is an update of the movie room. Hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.